It's many things. Joe explained some of it. It's a method by which we effect political change. We think of an idea, and we submit that idea to the lawmakers, and we make them change it. We make them wake up to our line of vision. Now, the thing that's unique about this group is that many of the people in this room right now are below 25, and that's really something. People will look you in the eye, a lot of people today, politicians, whoever they may be, and say, you can't do it. They'll say that you just don't have the means right now, you can't possibly have the experience or the know-how to make a difference. Don't you believe it? What we do here is we say to people, yes, you can. And we do know something, and we will not take that smile and nod answer anymore. And we can make a difference, and we can think of policies like, let's go into environmental policy. Let's try and think of ways that New York City can have sustainable water for the future. Let's try and make sure that cities in this great nation won't dry up. Let's talk about foreign policy. Let's see what the mess is over in Iraq. Let's try and figure out how to save people's lives that helped us. I mean, these are all initiatives that we're working on right now, and they're constantly growing. Healthcare, for instance, is in its budding days. Immigration and human rights are starting to unify to become a center to help immigrants in this country get known, even if they're illegal, get protection by the law in this country, which New York City, by the way, has just set up means to do. They've set up a task force in the district attorney's office to help illegal immigrants specifically. Now, this is something worth building on, something worth investigating in other cities, seeing if it can be applied to the rest of the United States. Now, we here at the Roosevelt Institution take a neutral mind, but as FDR said, I cannot convince you all to be neutral of heart. You cannot all have neutral opinions. This is started on passion, and we welcome each and every single idea here, and we build on it, and the key question is, where's the evidence? If you have an idea that you think, well, this might be too conservative, this might not be such a great idea, where's the evidence? Let's look at it, let's look at the research, and let's put it all together and see if it would make sense as progressive policy for this institution. We turn nobody away, and we listen to each and every voice. The problem is when you don't hear enough. Roosevelt, one of his biggest sort of criticisms by critics, they said how he would always pack the Oval Office with more people than it could hold. Now, to me, that's not a criticism. To me, that's political genius. You put more people in one place than that could possibly hold, and you get everybody's voice right there, and you get everybody sort of saying, well, you know, okay, your idea is great, but my idea is better. Well, that idea is not so great, and mine's even better than that. And we listen to everything. Nobody gets turned away. So far, we've started writing papers that relate to the topics I've just mentioned. Great policy directors in the room right now. Liz has been pointed out. Ben Mejia is over there. For human rights, foreign policies, Matt Alhante is right there. There you are. Also, Matt will be in the back if you need his real email. And so we have Sabrina around by any chance? Sabrina Caprioli does head up our immigration center. So if you are interested in anything you see up here, take down these email addresses, except for Matt's. And if you're interested in Matt's, go talk to him afterwards. And get in contact with these people. Feel free to get in contact with me as well. And let's get this off the ground. Anything will be welcome here. So we are in the process now of forming teams. Each director has about 3 or 4 really solid members below him or her. And that will grow with time. There are conferences that come up from the National Roosevelt Office that we will attend in the future. There are publications both by the National Office and by Hunter College and by various other venues, both online and in print, that will submit this work to. And I can guarantee that it won't be gone unheard. Over the course of time, I feel like this organization will last well into the future, and I feel like everybody in this room will be able to come back as an alum or as retired faculty, though some people I don't think are ever going to retire. But you'll come back and you'll say, I was there at the beginning of Roosevelt Institution, and it will really have evolved into a really great organization at this school. We offer various outlets for people of the sciences, and now a breath of fresh air is finally here for the folks interested in history, poli-sci, and any other field of writing and work that can affect policy. We have a great faculty board established as it is. We're in constant contact with the president as well as faculty that have also agreed with us that your voices need to be heard. And it's all about being sometimes a little irreverent, keeping on people and making sure that we end this whole smile and nod answer that young people so often get in this world, because we are smart, as this work can prove, and we do know exactly how this is done and how to go about it. So, in closing, then, I just want to say that feel free to contact anyone here. And our thesis, our real point, is that we can and will make a difference here. And we are part of a class right now that is not terribly heard all the time. You can turn on your TV and you can see an African-American person and a woman running for president, and they're getting neck and neck. But that's a little more divided now, and you say that's great, and it is great. It is great that we're in a point in this nation's history where that is possible, and it'll only get better. But we in this room are young people, and we need to make sure those voices get heard too. And that's really the point of our launch event here. Let's have our voices heard. And for your voices to be heard, feel free to contact me or any of our policy directors. Thank you.